Hello, morphemes, phonemes, and graphemes. I'll make myself comfortable again. Welcome back to Herng. Where we left off last week, I discovered I didn't have any postpositions within the language somehow. And we also created the terms for in front of, behind of, to the side of, so on and so forth. Which kind of act like postpositions, but there we go. But this week, I'm gonna continue translating and making up grammatical points and words as needed. On the last stream, it was I Love Learning gave me tried translating head, shoulders, knees, and toes into her, resulting in this. And I was thinking that in some languages, lists and conjunctions are somewhat different. In that, let me zoom in. So here we're just using our regular conjunction and for head, shoulders, knees, and toes. But some languages, like Japanese, have two different markers for listings and conjunctions. So, apple, ringo, to, apple and, I don't know, what's the term for orange again? Meeting? Nope, definitely not meeting. There we go. Orange, yeah. Ringo to orange would be apple and orange. But doing a list of items would be, oh god, I just looked at this. Japanese particles. Why can I not remember this? It's yeah, isn't it? Okay, yeah. So, 好きな食べ物はyeah. But for things like ringo, yeah, orange, yeah, banana, or for an incomplete, inexhaustive list of items, ya is added. So here, ta would still be used, but since we're not going off Japanese logic, for lists of items, we want to use, I'm thinking of using a different marker. Something like, wa. So let me throw that into the dictionary, the grammar real quick. Coordination for lists of nominal units. Actually, maybe instead of just, maybe we keep this ta, but at the beginning of a list we add wa. Yi. So for lists of nominal units, wa is added to the very beginning of the list. So let's see. Let's grab another. Gabita. Gabita. Oh. Why doesn't that want to paste without formatting? Okay, well, it's only the highlight that's annoying me there, so wa kabita. So that's not the right font size. And creeper spider the spider. And skeleton. Oh, I'm still on Japanese keyboard. So creeper, spider, and skeleton. Sounds like the beginning to a bad joke. So that is for lists of items. For exhaustive lists of items. But then, because I like the idea of doing an inexhaustive list, for exhaustive lists of nominal units, wa is added at the very beginning of the list. For inexhaustive lists, wa, I don't want to use wa again. Ni, nya, ma is added to the beginning instead. Ma and x in x. Well, this is exhaustive. So creepers, spiders, skeletons, and such. There we go. Nice. So head, shoulders, knees, and toes in Herng. Wa fanta tiemar lanata wa fatar tiemar ma lama la nana da la io la nana da la io. That sounds somewhat Spanish. Wa fantar tiamar la nana da la io la nana da la io. Wa mima tabita gokita mana. Ugh. Where's the typo? Hello again, Maddie. Welcome back to the stream. Where's the typo? In grammar, for nominal units, ta is placed before. Is placed between the two nouns being discussed. Hisata. I'm not seeing a typo. But then again, I am notoriously blind. She came to me in robes of white. Phrasality, coordination. Phenomenal units, dot is placed between the two nouns being discussed. That should be a comma. Hisata. The exhaustive list of nominal units wa is at the very beginning of the list for inexhaustive lists. Thank you. Can't believe I missed that. Okay. So I'm not going to embarrass myself by trying to sing this again, but that's that. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Let me bring that up top to get highlighted. Again, thank you, I Love Learning, for that submission and attempt at translating. Let me capitalize these. So now, where is your head? Let's do, where is your head? So bring that to the place for 125, there we go. So where is your head? Do we have a word for where? Do we have any question pronouns? Or question adverbs? Not there. The answer to that is no. Okay, so I'm gonna need to think up of some question pronouns, I guess. So let's see. Let me create a duplicate. Pronouns. Let me just create a little list here. that. Let's see. Okay. So there's he, she, it, animate, it, inanimate. I, me, you, he, she, him, her, it, animate, it, inanimate. And then these are proper pronouns. I can just put proper, I guess. And then we need a bunch of question pronouns. We need a who, what, where, when, how, why. So a lot of languages I've seen, generally the question pronouns have a pattern. Question pronouns generally have a pattern to them. Like in the Germanic languages, you have the w or v sound. Well, in the Romance languages, you have a k sound. In Japanese, a D sound. Questions often start with a D sound. So it might be good to have a consistency to the pronouns in phonology. We could have, actually thinking about it. Not necessarily. Obviously, there are languages that don't have that consistency. In fact, I think it might be more common not to have that consistency. I don't know. I don't know enough languages to make a objective statement like that. But I'm thinking maybe if we just have one pronoun for questions, something like si, what, and then do I have a word for place? I do not. So place would be daha, daha. And then, so if place is daha, what is si? Si daha. Si daha. Daha. Where literally derives from si plus daha. I think to some extent, but I don't think where was a form of who or what. I think it is derived from it using a suffix, I think. But I don't think it's the locative for the case. I'm just looking this up real quick. Because there was no locative in Proto-Germanic. Though maybe in Proto-Indo-European there definitely was a locative, except that ends with a... So yeah, where is not the indefinite, the locative form of who, what, but who and what were definitely different forms of the same pronoun at one point in time. I think who was the feminine form. Okay, who was the feminine form, and what was the neuter form, and then they split off. Got it. I should know this. I'm doing research into Proto-Indo-European as we speak. Either way, who would be something like what person, or because we have an animate inanimate distinction. So maybe we also have, so C is what, so it's inanimate, and then if we have another pronoun for animate, God, I don't think ga is being used. Just regular or old ga. No. Does not seem like it. Good. So use ga for who, animate, and then we can also have gadaha, where and now, so we have different forms of the question pronouns used for if something is known to be inanimate or animate. And I think this one, no, who will be the default? Animate / unknown. So ga will be the default. Now let's get rid of that and that. And we can figure out these pronouns as they come up later, but I like that distinction. We already have an animacy baked into our language to an extent. And so this is just another, God, this cable is getting in the way. This is just another layer added on top of said complexity. Let's see, animacy hierarchy. Yeah. So now going back to Where is your head? And then we need to think about if questions are in situ or if they change positions like they do in English. The Indo-European languages tend to front question words. At least modern European languages do. But what about, are there any languages that back them? Wa movement. In situ, English goes on echo questions and polar. That is interesting. Bagaimana? So, usually wa movement is associated with fronting. It's either fronting or in situ. I think we'll do in situ. I'll add that to the grammar page in a second. Where animals, monsters. I think body parts are considered animate. So your head, your is funky. Or fa ka fa fa foka foka fantar fantar. Your head gadacha where, and then the verb for to be gotta add the particles. Yeah, gadaha. What particle should I add there? I might need a post position thinking about it. Copula sentence, indirect is used to mark the thing. Well, the patient is. So let's just do la di at the moment. And then The particle I should do for gadaha. I suppose I could just leave it. No, because it's more of a noun than an adverb in this case, so a particle would be kind of important. Gadahali. Let's use li, and li can be a postposition for general location where an event occurs. So li is general location or where an event occurs. So if I wanted to say something like I eat in the, what's the word for eat again? Da? Da. And then the word for house. Hina. Dangi. So I eat. There we go. I eat in the house. Or at the house, really. So does, yeah. So that's a general location marker, and it's added after where. Where is your head? Fill color. And then I'll also add my I eat at the house thing. Hello, Zoni. The Conlang Discord network is a Discord server for people who like to Conlang. Is the simplest way of putting it. Let's see. Let's put post positions. Or add positions, because we might want to add some prepositions later on. Add positions. So, and then heading 2, locatively. I should zoom in for you guys again. Li is used to show general location of an action event / object. So bringing back my little Actually, let me get my example structure set up. And then bring back my I eat at the house. Okay, why won't you paste without formatting? It is really quite annoying. Do you have a Discord account? Yeah, then you can just look up Conlang Discord network, and you should be able to find it there. You should also be able to just click the link in the description going to the CDN, and it should bring you there automatically as well. I voice mark house lock eat agent. Okay, I will be right back. I need to grab a glass of water. And I'm back. Oh, ow. Okay, so that is locatively, except I also want to add the, I think it'd be good to use Lee in copular sentences. So we have a copular for is, you are a villager. Now, I think another use of edge that we can use with Lee is I really need to go through this and re-edit it. Hopefully. So la is also used for, God, what's the name of that? There is, it's term for this general existence is used for there is /r constructions when there is no indirect object. We is used when you want to specify the place of the object. After both of us are in love. Actually, I'll do that. There is a villager. There is a villager in the house. And then house was Hinda. Hinda. Li. Langi. I do believe, yeah, we have subject fronting. So because of the way this, because of our very interesting method of subject marking, which can also do non-morphosyntactic subjects, we could also have a thing like, in the house there is a villager, which would be wait, that there is a U. There we go. But I want this to be patient. What was the affix NM? For no syntactic marking. Non-syntactic marking. So hindali lai. So this both makes the house lock so this makes the house the subject of the sentence as well as the quote-unquote topic of the sentence instead of the villager. Yeah. Yeah, I quite like that. That is... Does that make sense to everyone else, or should I explain a bit more of the thought process going on here? I hope that's intuitive enough. Or actually, instead of making this the patient, I'll make it the indirect. it's the ya means it's the subject. Yes, ya means it is the subject of the sentence. However, it's also the topic of the sentence, as one cannot, at least in Herng, differentiate the subject and the topic. There's also a distinction between the agent or person doing a thing and the subject as well. But if something's a subject, it's also the topic in Herng. Okay, so if that makes sense, I want someone that will eat cheese with me. I want someone that will eat cheese with me. This one feels like it might. Yes, a sentence will only have one ya in it. And any following sentences will probably not have a ya in it unless the topic or subject of conversation changes. So here Herng ya hindali lami. There's a villager in the house. And then if I was to say something, if I was to expand with something like nada da ni. This would mean this literally translates to eating the apple, but it's the villager is eating the apple. It's specifically referring to that. This here marks that the subject topic is now the agent of this particular sentence, but if we tried saying this after this sentence, Hinalia herma lai nada dangi. This sounds like the house is eating an apple. So, as the subject or topic has been made to be the house, all following things, unless a new subject or topic is introduced, will be about that thing. And we have 12 minutes left. So I think I will probably end it here today. Not going to do my usual Q&A session today, as I have to go pretty quickly to do some IRL things. So yeah, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. I don't think it'll be her. It'll probably be more Dark Souls or something with Kate on the second channel. But until then, I bid everyone adieu.